hour. Let's go ahead and get into this evening's racing program. Looking for the VTA drivers up first. That'll be Jeremy, Ryan, John Steger, Kyle, and Jamie. Marshals, if I could have some IRCB drivers. Unfortunately, a lot of you guys are in this race, so let me get John, Brian, and then 2 volunteers. If I get John, Brian, and 2 volunteers, I need 2 drivers who can give us a hand out here. Associated, you could have some X-ray cars out there, but yep. So all-wheel drive. I believe majority you're going to find belt-driven, but you could probably have a chassis.
1 minute to the start of the race.
If you wanted to. But you Schumacher kits, $3.99, $5.49, and you put all the electronics into it, so it can become an expensive adventure.
45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah.
Kyle Brummett.
Not on the Onroad. We tried it a few years back, like an Onroad / series, and it took off for a little bit, but it never.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Ryan Kiger. Jamie Ross. John Steger. Jeremy McCone.
Alright, I believe we're just looking for Brian, and we'll be all set on the marshals. Brian and 1 more volunteer. You guys' lineup, if you want to meet me on the front, will be Jeremy in the 1 spot, Ryan in the 2, John in the 3, Kyle in the 4, and Jamie in the 5. Are you picking up parts or tape? Oh, okay. I was worried for a second. Sweet, we got the marshals. Thank you, guys. John, would you like to line them up? Do you want to line them up on the wall for me? Jeremy is in the 1 spot. I think he's in the green. I think. I don't know though. Ryan 2, John Steger 3, Kyle 4, and Jamie 5. You said you liked the way Brian did it last week? Ah. Yeah, I guess. Do you guys want to go over? No. Is that a silver Carl whip? I can't even English. We're good. right, guys, we're lined up and we're ready to rock. Oh, I'm sorry. Duh. My bad. You guys are ready to rock on the tone in less than 5. Getting a lot of separation now. Should allow for some nice, fast, clean passes. It is Ryan coming out front with that early lead. Blue. Kyle in the 2 spot, 1.2 seconds off of him. Jeremy in the 3, 1.4 off of Kyle. Stager in the 4, half a second off of Jeremy. And Jamie rocking in the 5 spot, about 3 seconds off of John. Barreling out there in the center. Oh, turned over the wall. Watch out in the center there. Feel like you could go. Oh, we appreciate it.
4 minutes left.
Minute 15 or minute 20 with 3:40 to go. Ryan, our early leader, still at 27 in the 505. Stager at 26 in the 504. Caution out there off the left-hand side. He does land it, and he's all good to go. Jeremy at 26 in the 507. Kyle at 24 in the 505. Jamie at 21 in the 50.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remaining now, drivers. 3 minutes to go. Ryan still hanging tough now on that 10.5 second fast lap. Stager on a 10.6. Jeremy on a 10.7. Kyle on a 10.8. Jamie on a 12.2. Halfway there now, guys. Halfway there. Now, drivers. 2 minutes
2
remain.
minutes left.
Ryan still rocking it now on a 28 in the 509. Stager a 27 in the 501. Getting a little bumpy. Come on the left-hand side. Watch out going in the center. Oh, bumpy to bump, 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 bump. Getting back into your straight line formation. It is a green and purple car leaning that little train. Now it's a train of 3. Oh, caution out there in the center. Oh, he's kept him up. Nice driving. Good save. Now we got a train of 4. Ha-ha. Uh-oh. Turned around in the center. There it goes. So would that be the locomotive becoming the caboose?
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds now. Stager, your leader. Ryan in the 2. Kyle 3. Jeremy 4. Jamie 5. It is a close race for first. White. The all white is your leader. That dark blue
45
with one car
seconds left.
separating them. That's the race for first. 40 seconds. Stager is a pretty consistent driver. Ryan is also consistent. It'll be a good question. Who makes it out? 30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
Coming up next is 12th scale stock GTP. 12th scale stock GTP.
15 seconds left.
Bring
John
him on
Steger done.
around. I've got Steger.
Kyle Brummett done.
Kyle, Ryan.
Ryan Kiger done. Jeremy McComb done.
And
Jamie Ross done.
Steger for the win, a 27 in the 501. Ryan, a 27 in the 503. Kyle, a 26 in the 503. Jeremy, a 26 in the 505. Jamie, a 23 in the 510. Coming at you guys live now, 12 scale stock GTP. Looking for Steve, Brian, and David. Steve, Brian, and David. Marshals, let me have John, Ryan, Kyle, and Jeremy. John, Ryan, Kyle, and Jeremy.
One minute to the start of the race. David L. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Vanderveen. Steve Roebling. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
So I had just said you should just go, and then he had picked you up and put you in the wall. I know, and I was like, oh. Like, damn it. I would have let him go. I was letting him go. All right, guys. It'll be Steve going on the tone. Brian will go second. David third. Could I steal one of y'all? Okay. Sweet. Yes, Steve going on the tone. Brian will go second. David third. Alrighty. Steve on the tone in less than 5. Brian. David.
He relieved.
40 seconds in. Steve coming off of your lead, 33 in the 503. David, a 33 in the 503 as well. David does take the lead right there. Steve, and they're just throwing it back and forth. Brian, a 32 in the 50.
4 minutes left.
1 minute now with 40 to go. It is David and Steve throwing it back and forth lap by lap. Steve is on top at the moment. A little adjusting going on the left. Hang tight on the left. Do watch out on the left. Let's hang tight on that turn. It is all clear. Alright, it is now David on top. He's got 2 laps now where he's on top. He's got an 8.944 second fast lap. Steve an 8.919 second fast lap. Vanderveen a 9.168 second fast lap.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes remaining with 2 to go. David, our leader. Steve, half a second off of his pace there. Vanderveen rocking in the 3. Halfway there now, guys. Halfway there. David rocking a 33 in the 502. Steve a 33 in the 503. Brian a 28 in the 510. Caution on the right-hand side. Good tuck. All clear.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remaining now, drivers. 2 minutes to go. David, your leader, 33 in the 503. Steve, a 32 in the 501. Brian, a 28 in the 50. Turned around on in the center. Watch out in the center there. Turn around. Good tuck, Scad. Good lines. Final 60 seconds coming out of slide. Final 60. David, the leader, 33 in the 505. Steve, a 32 in the 501. Vanderveen, a 28 in the 50. Coming up next is Foam GT12 Heat 1, Race 3.
45 seconds left.
Oh, hard hits there on the right. Go low, good line. Body tuck.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, something's going on with it. Steve's looking at it.
Fifteen seconds left.
Looking like it's good to finish. Sweet. Woo, wrong area. I give you style points for landing that. Uh-oh, is it scraping? Okay.
Steve Roebling done.
That landing did not work out too well for him. I've got Steve. Here comes David.
David L. Dunn.
David for the win, a 33 in the 508. Steve, a 29 in the 507. Brian, a 27 in the 445. Coming at us live now is Foam GT12. Looking for Huey, Jason, Jeremy, and Steve Roebling. Huey, Jason, Jeremy, and Roebling. Marshals, let me have David, Vanderveen, and 2 volunteers. David, Vanderveen, and 2 volunteers.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Probably after every race.
I don't know what it's called. I don't think it's a saying, but I think it's kind of cute.
60 seconds.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, look at this. This is actually cute. Go to my uncle's at like 2 in the morning and make elf ideas.
Elf ideas. All right, we've got Elijah marshaling. We're going to have David Lee marshaling. We need 2 volunteer marshals. 2 volunteer marshals.
Jeremy McCone, Steve Roebling, Greg Huey, Jason Ewers.
We could get 1 more volunteer. Far side, David. Steve, you're getting that corner down there? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, we've got 4 marshals. We got 4 cars. All right, let's shut it down. Line them up. Line them up. Right over there by the double tires. All right. It is going to be Greg Huey on the tone, followed by Jason Ewers, Jeremy McCone. Is it McCone or Michonne? McCone, all right. And Steve Roebling. All right, Greg Huey on the tone in less than 5. Jason, Jeremy, Steve. All right, there we go. We've got all cars off and rolling. Looks like we've got one with a gear mesh issue already. I believe that's Jason. Let everybody run a few laps before you start giving the rundown here. All right, we're up in the 1 minute mark. It is Greg Huey out on top, followed by Steve Roebling and Jeremy McCone.
4 minutes left.
Greg on a 35.06, Steve 29.503. Greg threw down a fast lap of 9.94 right there, right at practically at the start. So he pretty much took the lead right from the beginning. But Roebling is right there with him on fast lap. He's got a 9.99 fast lap, and those two are duking it out right now for position. Their car lengths on the track separated by about 2.2 seconds overall on time. Greg having a little trouble there for a couple turns. Seems to have it straightened back out. Allows Steve to jump out a little bit. Oh, actually, I stand corrected. Greg still got the lead, but not by much. It's down to 139 thousandths. So it's very close between the two of them. Now Steve's got that lead right there. But again, just 0.3 of a second separating Steve and Greg overall. Should not be a surprise. Steve and Greg, regular combatants here in GT12. They've been running this class since we started it. Seems like about a year ago or something like that, maybe longer. halfway point, it's Greg on top, followed by Steve. They are separated by a 1/10 of a second. Overall, their fast laps are separated by, well, Steve just threw out his fast lap, and no fast laps. So their fast laps are separated literally by 30 thousandths of a second. And they are separated overall by 3/10. So it really just comes down to consistent fast laps. I think Greg may get it on this lap. Yep, he did. Now Greg's
2
back
minutes
on the
left.
front. Oh no, Greg had it. That's going to cost him. Yep, that puts Steve back up in front about 2.9 seconds, so Greg's going to have to claw his way back up again. I think he's done that twice now. Anybody looking to get into some racing, into a class they haven't run yet and they haven't tried GT12, it is probably, well, second least expensive class out there after Bomber.
1 minute left.
Nice work by Jeremy, letting the leader go by. It is fun. It's less expensive and it's fun.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds left. Right now, Steve has that lead on a 3.29 gap, but back to Greg. It's a 29.500 for Steve, 29.504 for Greg, 28.509 for Jeremy.
30 seconds left.
Steve been able to just keep chugging out consistent laps over and over again.
15 seconds left.
And also has the fastest lap on the track, so just by a hair, not by much. Keep going till your name is called. Keep going.
Greg Huey done.
Greg and Steve both finished, or not Steve,
Steve
Greg and
Roebling
Jeremy.
done.
There we go. Now Steve's finished. Jeremy, keep going. You got finishing up this lap. There we go.
Jeremy McCone done.
Steve gets the sets the early TQ with a 29.500. Greg right behind him at 29.503. Jeremy at 28.510. Nice work, gentlemen.
Coming at us live now, looking for Foam GT12 Heat 2, Steve, David, Stager, and Sumner. Steve, David, Stager, and Sumner. Marshals, let me have Roebling, Huey, Jeremy, and Jason. Roebling, Huey, Jeremy, and Jason will be all set and ready to rock.
John Sumner. John Stager. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Not blinking. Trying to stare the whole time. It doesn't take much tonight.
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Christian. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Watch out on the left-hand side going in the center.
David L.
Alrighty, guys. Let's meet on the right-hand side on the front. We'll get you guys lined and ready to rock. It'll be Steve going on the tone. David will go second. Stager third. Sumner fourth. So again, that's Steve on the tone. David second. Stager third. Sumner fourth. Alrighty. Steve on the tone in less than 5. David. Stager. And Sumner. Caution on the back. Go high, 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 go high. Good line, guys. Good line. That was quick reaction. Love it. You guys are chasing a TQ set by Roebling, a 29 in the 5.0.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down with 4 to go. Keep on watching in front and behind you. Oh, the clip saved us. Very nice. How about that? David is our early leader. Sumner goes into the 2 spot. Steve now into the 3. Stager in the 4. David rocking a 30 in the 5.0. Sumner a 28 in the 5.01. Steve a 28 in the 5.06. Now 0.8 of a second off of Sumner's time here. Stager a 27 in the 5.08. Three minutes now,
left.
drivers. You're 2 minutes in. David now rocking an 9.867 second fast lap. Man's running. Sumner on a 10.014. Steve a 10.024. I like Stager's fast lap. It's all 9s. 9.999. It's great. I like that. I really do. No. That was an aggressive one.
Two minutes left.
A minute 40 now, drivers. 1:40 to go. David he's honestly saying real consistent. He's pretty happy where he's at. 30 in the 5.02. It does set a new TQ, but he seems pretty happy where he's at. Steve, a 29 in the 5.05. John Stager now a 29 in the 507. Sumner a 29 in the 508. Good line. Didn't even have to tell you. Final 60 seconds on drivers. Final
1 minute
60.
left.
David, the leader, 30 in the 502. Steve, a 29 in the 506. Stager, a 29 in the 506 now as well. 0.6 of a second off of Steve's time. And Sumner, a 28 in the 504. Caution out there in the center off the right-hand side.
45 seconds left.
Jason is quick. He's like lightning. All clear now, drivers. All clear.
Thirty seconds left.
Roughly 30 seconds. Keep on watching it. Look for those new fast laps if we can get them. Turn around there on the left. No,
left.
you're all good. You're all clear. I get excited. I'm sorry. Keep on rocking till you hear your name. All the way around till you hear your name.
Steve Christian Dunn.
Steve.
David L. Dunn.
David.
John Stager Dunn.
John Square.
John Sumner Dunn.
David pulled the win, a 30 in the 503. Stager, a 29 in the 506. Sumner, a 28 in the 505. Steve, a 28 in the 505 as well. 0.4 of a second off of Sumner. F1 coming at us live now. F1 looking for Kyle and Brian. Kyle and Brian. Then we have David, Stager, Sumner, and Steve. We'll be all set on the marshals.
Kyle Brummett.
Give me just a minute here.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Brian van der Veen.
All right, just looking for my marshals out here for these guys. David, Stager, Sumner, and Steve. Or, yeah, I'll take 4. I've only got 2 cars, though. looking for Steger and Steve on my side, or one of them. I've only got 2 cars. All right, it'll be Kyle going on the tone. Brian will go second. Uh-oh, is it good? Okay, okay. You went the other way. You tricketed me. We've got Steger. I'll do a little bouncing if I have to, a little calling, a little running. Yeah. Alrighty. Kyle on the tone in less than 5. Do you want half a track lengths? Okay. Brian! I figured the shrug was, that sounds good, but I didn't know. Bear rolling off on the outside wall. Oh, he just said screw it. I'll run it around. Oh my goodness, that turn.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down with 4 to go. It is Kyle coming off that early lead. A 28 in the 504. Vanderveen in the 2 spot. A 24 in the 510. Kyle rocking around a 10.5 second fast lap. Vanderveen's actually got a 10.4, so he does have a faster one. There was just one turn that was kind of a mean one to us. Both drivers laying down new fast laps. Kyle on a 10.374.
3 minutes left.
Vanderveen said, I can beat that. 10.329. Kyle is still our leader, though. Ooh. It's that dang turn. It's only one of them. Coming on our 2 minute mark now, drivers. 2 minute mark.
2
Kyle
minutes
rocking
left.
around a 28.502. Still on that 10.374. Vanderveen a 27 in the 506. Actually put down a 10.171. The man just keeps getting faster. I think he gets angry after that turn flips him over, and he's like, you know what? Screw that. Supersonic speed. Can the F1 put down a 9.9? Yeah? Uh-oh. 10-0, pretty close. Okay, so I can push you for it, is what you're saying. Final 60 seconds now, drivers. Final 60.
1 minute left.
Kyle still our leader, rocking that 28 in the 503. Brian on a 28 in the 510. Kyle on that 10.374. Vanderveen a 10.171.
45 seconds left. Seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
All the way around to your name.
Kyle Brummett done.
I got Kyle there. Brian, you are still alive. You do get to join us on the 28 lapper. How about that?
Brian Vanderveen done.
Kyle for the win, 828 in the 502. Brian, 828 in the 507. Coming at us live now, drivers. IRCB looking for Kyle, Jamie, Sumner, Brian, Smith, and Steger. Marshals, let me have Vanderveen and 3 volunteers. Vanderveen and 3 volunteers. Any 3 drivers who can give us a hand?
One minute to the start of the race. Brian Smith. John Sumner. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. Kyle Brummett. John Sumner. John Steger.
All right, waiting for Jamie Ross. Looks like he's making his way to the track. We are going to need some volunteer marshals. If you did not marshal at all this first round, get out here and marshal. Thank you, Ryan. We will take any warm body from the pits. Or lukewarm, yes. If you can stand upright, you are qualified to marshal. Thanks, Hoss. Appreciate it. All right, guys. We got our marshals. We got everybody, all of our drivers. Let's stop and get them lined up. Line them up in front of the driver's stand. No more laps. No more laps. No more laps. All right, your lineup is going to be Kyle Brummett starting on front. Jamie Ross leaving second. John Sumner third. Yeah, you better pull up because, yeah, it's going to be a packed straightaway. It is Brummett, then Ross, then Sumner. Yep. There we go. Brummett, Ross, Sumner, Smith, and Stager. Brummett, Ross, Sumner, Smith, and Stager. All right. All right, there we go. Good looking field right there. That all extends all the way up to the driver's stand too. All right, you guys are listening for the tone in less than 5. And we are off. Oh man, got an early traction roll up here in the top left. Kyle Brummett jumps out, followed by Sumner, then Smith and Stager. Looks like Jamie is upside down in the back in the infield right there on the right. Now it's cleared up. Oh no, Sumner catches disc and that lets Smith go around. So it is now Brummett, Smith, Sumner, and Stager. There we go. Top 4 right now, just separated by, about 3 seconds. Oh, man, Sumner turns in too early, catches the inside wall.
3 minutes left.
It's going to knock him far back into 4th. So it's Brummett and Smith, the two of them separated just by 9/10 of a second. Stager stalking back there a little bit farther, 1.2 seconds back from Smith. Uh-oh, we got a traction roll over there on the right side infield in the center straightaway. That's a weird thing to say, the center straightaway. There we go. The big sweeper. I don't know, we got 2 big sweepers. So. That gap now just 0.8 of a second. Smith slowly trimming it away. Oh man, Brummett gets a little bit of trouble. That's going to let Smith creep right up on him. You got to watch out. Smith will just sit there and hound you. He won't force the pass. He'll just sit there and hound you.
2 minutes left.
Totally different watching those 2 cars around the track. Brummett's car looks like it's a, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride down in Disney World. Meanwhile, Smith's car just looks smooth everywhere. Looks like Kyle's like sawing at the wheel trying to keep that thing going straight. It's awesome to watch. Smith out there just cool and calm and collected. Oh man, they coming up on lap traffic. Oh, nice work by Sumner, letting them both go by. Meanwhile, John Stager hanging out 2.4 seconds back from Smith. They are racing hard up in front of him. Who knows, if something goes wrong, he might catch up. Smith catches the dot. That's going to give Kyle a little breathing room and let John start to creep back up. Man, that breathing room didn't last for long. Oh, Kyle. Man, Brian got lucky. Just barely clipped the disc right there.
1 minute left.
One thing about these bombers, they're so pretty much equal in speed all around here on the straights that it's hard to make a good pass right there. You got to wring the neck of these cars. Ooh, man.
30 seconds left.
Right now, 30 seconds left. Brummett on a 21.404. Smith a 21.406. Stager 21.408. Those 3 guys all on the same lap right now.
15 seconds left.
Fast laps between the 3 of them. The 3 of them are separated by less than a 10th in top lap. Fast lap. Oh, that is time. Keep going, keep going. Finish the lap you are on.
Kyle Brummett done.
Kyle's done. Brian's
Brian
done.
Smith done.
John's done.
John
John's
Stager
done.
done.
And Jamie is
John
done. There
Sumner
we
done.
go. Brummett sets
Jamie
the
Roth
TQ
done.
with a 21.404. Brian Smith a 21.406. John Stager 21.407. John Sumner a 24.08. Jamie Ross 14.409. Fast lap 11.10 went to Brummett. 11.14 to Smith. 11.19 to Stager. 11.42 to Sumner. And Jamie Ross with a 14.3. How's 8:15 sound, guys? 8:15 it is.
Jason Ewers. $12.5. 10-1. Eleven three. Steve Christian. 3-7. 11 flat. Ten three. 14 flat. 12-4. 14-7. 11-5. 14-9. 12-8. 13-8. 15 flat. 10-4. 10-4. 10-3. 10-3. 49.4. 10-4. 14-8. 10-6. 14-5. 11-1. 13-2. 11 flat. 10-7. 10-9. 10-4. 59.1. 15-5. 14-3. 13-9. 14-1. 15-5. 33.3. Fifteen six. 14 flat. 13-8. Steve Christian. 13-5. 13-8. 3 flat. 11-7. 14-7. 14-5. 15-3. 12-6. 15-6.
All right, guys, we're at 8:15. Let's get into round number 2. Looking for those VTA drivers, Steger, Ryan, Kyle, Jeremy, and Jamie. Steger, Ryan, Kyle, Jeremy, and Jamie. Marshals, let me have Brian Smith, Sumner, and 2 volunteers. Brian Smith, Sumner, and 2 volunteers.
Ryan Kiger. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Jamie Ross. Jeremy McCone. Kyle Brummett.
It does look like Steger is on the way. Just need one more volunteer over here on my side. Looking for one more volunteer on my side. Get Steger checked in and we'll get you guys lined up.
John Steger.
All right, you guys' line will be Steger in the 1 spot, Ryan in the 2, Kyle 3, Jeremy 4, Jamie 5. drivers, you are lined up and ready to rock on the tone in less than 5. Top 3 shooting down the left-hand side, just all together there. Love the courtesy. Thank you very much. Does give Steger a chance to run away. But Kyle and Ryan closing that gap very quickly. Caution in the center, dead
4
center, go
minutes
tight
left.
off the right-hand side. 1, 2, and 3 shooting up the front stretch around the left-hand side. Here they come. 2 wide. Lets the number 3 driver go into the first place position. Number 2 sticks to, but number 1 drops to the 3. Uh-oh, number 2 comes on the outside. Number 1 now on the 2. That reads Kyle, your leader now, 27 in the 507, Ryan, a 27 in the 510, Johnny, 26 in the 501, Jamie, a 24 in the 504, Jeremy, a 24 in the 506. Caution there. Wow, good line. They're rolling off in the center. Oh, gets over the wall. Oh, can't make it work. No. Kyle jumps down to the 3 now. Ryan goes into the lead. Steger in the 2 spot. 2:45. We've seen Kyle come back from worse, so we'll probably see him back up in the number 1 and 2 spot here soon. Ryan, your leader. John on the 2, 1 second off. Double barrel roll off on the right-hand side there. Going on the backstretch. All clear now, drivers. All clear. Getting some separation for everybody now. Ryan, the leader, 27.50. Steger, 3 seconds off of him. Kyle, 2.5 off of Steger. Jeremy in that 4 spot. Jamie, 3.5 off of Jeremy.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remaining now, drivers. 2 minutes to go. Low on the right, low on the right. Stuck on the wall. Stay low. Good line for those 2 guys. Stay low on the right. Stay low. It's all clear. Watch out on the back. Hey, low on the back. Got a marshal out there. Clear for that guy.
1 minute left.
Watch out on the right-hand side. Right-hand side. We got trouble with the number 3 car. Looks like he may have dropped something.
45 seconds left.
40 seconds now, drivers. 40.
Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds remaining now, drivers. 30 seconds.
Fifteen seconds left.
15 seconds now, guys. Final lap now, drivers. Final lap.
Kyle
Bring it on
Brown is
round
done.
one more.
Jeremy McComb
I've
done.
got Kyle. I've got Jeremy. There's
Ryan Kiger
Ryan.
done.
Uh-oh. Jamie can't turn right. Oh, yeah, he can. He said, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Ryan for the win, a 28 in the 510. Kyle, a 27 in the 502. Jeremy, a 25 in the 503. Jamie pulling it in for a 23 in the 451. And then Steger had a 20 in the 352. I think something fell off his car. I'm not too sure. Brian's still looking on the ground. Coming at you guys live now, 12 scale stock GTP, looking for David, Steve, and Vanderveen. David, Steve, and Vanderveen. Let me have Ryan, Kyle, Jeremy, and Jamie. We'll be all set on the marshals. Ryan, Kyle, Jeremy, and Jamie will be all set on the marshals.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. David L. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Roebling. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Vanderveen.
All right, just looking for our final Marshall. What up? He is on his way. You guys, the rundown will be David going on the tone. Steve will go second. Vanderveen third. Alrighty, Dave on the tone in less than 5. Steve Vanderveen. $50 seconds down with 4:10 to go. It is David coming off of your early lead, a 33 in the 502. Steve, a 33 in the 507. Vanderveen, a 31 in the 503. David is rocking it with an 8.9 second fast lap early on. Steve, a 9.0. Vanderveen, a 9.3. Caution that no, he cleared it. How about that? Watch out in the center though there. Good line.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remaining now, drivers. Caution out there in the center for real this time. All clear. David is our leader. Steve in the 2, Brian 3. David rocking it with an 8.936 second fast lap. Steve a 9.006 and Vanderveen a 9.212.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain now, drivers. 2 minutes to go. David, our leader. Steve in the 2, Brian 3. David still rocking that 33 in the 504. Steve a 33 in the 507. Brian a 29 in the 501. Final 60 seconds coming at us live now. It is
1 minute
David, your leader, 33 in the 505, 8.9 second fast lap. Steve, 33 in the 509, an 8.8 second fast lap, slightly quicker. Vanderveen, a 30 in the 508, a 9.1.
45 seconds left. Seconds left.
Turned around on the right side, low on the right, low on the right.
15 seconds left.
Coming on our final 15 now, drivers.
Steve
I've
Roebling
got
done.
Steve.
David, well
There's
done.
David. David pulls the win, a 33 in the 505. Steve a 32 in the 50. Brian rocking that 26 in the 425. Coming at us live now, Foam GT12 Heat 1 Race 3, looking for Sumner, Steve, Jeremy, and Jason. Sumner, Steve, Jeremy, and Jason. Let me have David, Roebling, Vanderveen, and one volunteer. David, Roebling, Vanderveen, and one volunteer will be all set on the marshals.
One minute to the start of the race. John Sumner. Steve Christian. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Jason Ewers. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Jeremy McCone. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
We do have all the drivers looking for my marshals. Looking for David, Steve, Vanderveen, and one volunteer.
All right, we need a volunteer marshal from the pits. Gonna need one volunteer marshal from the pits, so if you're not in the next race, we could use you. Heck, if you are in the next race, we could use you if you just bring your car over here and set it in the corner. So one volunteer marshal, please. Once again, any warm body will do, even Kyle's. All right, we've got marshals. Looks like we're just waiting for Jeremy to bring it back out here. Looks like he had to take a little pit stop there. Might be fine. Looks like Jason's making his way to his car like something's not right. Oh, we got debris on the track, yellow flag. All right. All right. All right, guys, let's line them up down there in front of the driver's stand. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Line them up, line them up. It's going to be John Sumner in first, Steve Christian going second, Jeremy McCone going third, Jason Ewers going fourth. All right, you guys are looking for a 29 lapper to get into that fast four right there. All right, John Sumner on the tone. Steve, Jeremy, Jason. All right, everybody's spread out and making their way around the track. First lap's coming in. Coming up on the 1 minute mark, Steve Christian jumping out to an early lead. He's on a 29.501 pace. John Sumner slotted in second, also on a 29.509 pace. Jason Ewers a 28.500. Jeremy McCone, 28.502. Fast laps right now. Steve Christian with the 10.03, so he is flirting with the 10-second barrier there, trying to get it. Oh, that puts a little dampener in his running time right there. Still, Steve out there in the lead. He's on a 29.502 pace, 29.501. Trying to get as many as he can to get up in the qualifying. He's slotted fifth overall right now. That 29.502
3 minutes left.
right there can keep that going. He'll be definitely in the top 4 right there. Jeremy McCone right now is second, 28.504. Jason Ewers with a 28.506. John Sumner, 28.505. They're swapping positions back and forth there, even though they're not close on the track. Steve right now, 6.1 seconds up over Jeremy. Jeremy and Jason battling out for third overall. They're just separated by a quarter second. Jason and John separated by about 2/10 as well. Oh, man. Steve has a little trouble up there in the top right. Hurt his time a little bit. He's now to a 29.503. That 29.503 is putting him in 4th place overall right now.
2 minutes left.
Eventually, everyone's going to be running the USDT motor. No, 21.5. A lot of the guys are running it right now. Not everybody is, but we're getting there. 3.5 down, minute and a half to go. Steve Christian, 29.505. He's still in the top 4 right now. If he can get a clean run and everybody around him kind of clear a path for the yellow and magenta car right there, he might be able to get himself a little bit higher. Jeremy right now on a 28.503. That's slotting him into 6th place overall.
1 minute left.
So 4 down, 1 to go. Steve Christian, 29.506. He's got to be careful he doesn't drop down. Keep it clean. Maybe shave off a few seconds.
45 seconds left.
He's right on the border with John Steger for 4th overall. Oh, no, that's definitely going to hurt that end. Hurt that, so
30 seconds left.
that'll drop Steve back permanently into 5th right there. Jason right now doing a good
15
job just
seconds left.
following Steve around. That's a good way to learn how to get faster. Follow a faster guy. Well, if your car's faster and you're following a faster driver, you should turn faster laps, right? Keep going, keep going, keep going.
John Sumner done.
Sumner's done.
Jeremy McCone done.
Jeremy is done.
Jason Ewers done.
Jason and
Steve
Steve are
Christian
both done. All right. Steve gets a 29.510. Jeremy 28.503. Jason 28.504. John Sumner 28.505. So this should make for a good main. 1st through 8th is all separated by just 2 laps.
Coming at you live now, we're looking for Foam GT12 Heat 2 Race 4. David, Steve, Huey, John. Oh, I'm sorry. David, Steve, Huey, Steger, because we have a few Johns here. Marshalls, let me have... Oh, he's looking at something different. Let me go there. There we go. Let me get Steve, Jeremy, Jason, and Sumner. We'll be all set on the Marshalls.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. John Steger. Greg Huey. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Roebling. David L.
Alright, we do have all the drivers. I've got 2 of the marshals. 3? Where's the 3rd? I've got you and him. Hi, Jeremy. Oh, do you want to? I've got 4. Never mind. Brian does volunteer. Unless you want to relieve Brian. Yeah. Fight for it. I love a good fight. Tussle. It'll be David going on the tone, Steve going 2nd, Greg 3rd, John 4th. Alrighty, drivers, you're lined up ready to rock. David on the tone in less than 5. Roebling. Huey. Steger. "50 seconds in. I've got... Uh-oh. Wait for it. Huey and David fighting for it. Huey on top, 31,508. David, 31,508. Steve,
4 minutes
30,505. Steger, 29,501. Number 1 and 2 separated by 1/10 of a second. Back and forth they go. Got 9,537 out of the leader, 9,890 out of the number 2 driver, 9,802 for Steve, Steger at 9,870, Steger at 9,816. I spoke too soon.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remaining now. You're 2 minutes in. Chasing the TQ of David from round 1. It's a 30 in the 503. Huey is on pace to beat that, 31,509. David, 31,509 as well, 0.3 of a second off of his pace. Steger, a 30 in the 505. Roebling, a 30 in the 507, 1.2 seconds off of Steger's pace. Halfway there now, guys. Halfway there. 2 minutes remain now, drivers.
2 minutes
2
left.
minutes. Huey, our leader, 31.509. David, 8:30 in the 501. Steger, 30 in the 503. Roebling, 30 in the 505. 1.5 seconds. David is off. Steger is 1 second off. Steve is 1 second off. It's close racing all the way around.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds now, guys. Final 60. Greg, our leader, 8:31 in the 509. David, 8:30 in the 502. Steger, 8:30 in the 502 as well. 0.6 of a second off.
45 seconds left.
Steve, 8:30 in the 506.
Thirty seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
Keep on rocking till you hear your name.
David L. Dunn.
I've got David.
Greg Huey Dunn.
Huey.
Steve Roebling Dunn.
Roebling.
John Steger Dunn.
Steger. Watch out on the back as you finish. Huey for the win, 8:30 in the 501. David, 8:30 in the 502. Steger, 8:30 in the 503. Steve, 8:30 in the 506. 30, 30, 30, 30. I like it. F1 coming into you live now, drivers. F1 looking for Kyle and Brian. Kyle and Brian. Marshals, give me Huey, David, Steger, and Roebling. Or just 3 of them. We only got 2 cars. I think they said 3 is fine.
Kyle Brummett. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Brian van der Veen.
Volunteer turn marshal reporting.
Got some boost, you see that? I like how far away you guys are. You guys are like that really, really rich family who eats on opposite ends of the table. That's fair. Alrighty, Kyle, you will be going on the tone. Brian will about half track lengths, I feel like. Alrighty. Kyle on the tone in less than 5. You're free. It's like I release you from the wild. Or into the wild. Wow. 50 seconds in with 4:10 to go. It is Vanderveen coming off that early lead, 29 in the 5:07. Kyle rocking that 28 in the 5:09.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down. Vanderveen has that fast lap of a 10.317, reppin' Indy. Look at him go. Kyle a 10.456. He's counting. Uh-oh. Kyle's close to Brian's pace here. 0.3 seconds. 0.3 of a second off of him. They are very far apart on the track, but they're close here on the race part aspect of things. Stuff. Technical term, stuff. Uh-oh, Brian. You had you have a 10.317. Kyle now on a 10.297. Man, he's chasing for you. Said he got a new car?
3 minutes left.
Throwing it back and forth each time each one of you passes. Uh-oh. Wait, Brian might be holding it now. Let's see what happens. Yep, Brian now holding it. He's got 1 lap where it's been him. Kyle now trailing 0.7 of a second off of his pace. Vanderveen has that. Oh, he came back. 10.215. How about that? Some balls now in Kyle's court. He's got the 10.297. We'll see if he can get the 10.1. Uh-oh, that didn't sound too good. Hopefully it was just a wall rub. Ooh. You said you might have tightened it a little too much or loosened it too much? Gotcha.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go. He's getting a little grindy. He's holding the lead, 0.6 of a second off. It's weird. When you're on the throttle consistently, there's nothing, but like you give it some taps, and that's what does it. Ball is still in Kyle's court on the fast lap. Vanderveen holds the fast lap, 10.215. Kyle does hold the lead.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds now, drivers. Final 60. Kyle, our leader now, a 29 in the 509. 10.297 second fast lap. Let's push and see if we can get a 10-1 or a 10-0.
45
Vanderveen
seconds
rocking
left.
that 29 in the 510. A 10.215 does hold the fast lap for this race.
Thirty seconds left.
Vanderveen's gears are grinding, but he jumps back up on the lead on the pace. How about that?
15 seconds left.
Uh-oh. He's got 5 seconds. Oh, more than 5. My bad. You're gonna make it. All the way around, drivers. Keep on racing. Oh, sorry, Brian. You get another lap.
Kyle Brummett done.
I've got Kyle.
Brian Vanderveen done.
Brian in risk of stripping for the final 2 minutes. He does pull the win, a 29 in the 509. And not the stripping we want, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Kyle, a 29 in the 510, 1.1 seconds off of him. IRCB coming at you live now, looking for Kyle, Brian Smith, Steger, Sumner, and Jamie. Kyle, Brian Smith, Steger, Sumner, and Jamie. Sorry, I stuttered. Let me get Vanderveen and 3 volunteers. Vanderveen and 3 volunteers.
Brian Smith. John Steger. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Kyle Brummett. Jamie Ross. 30 seconds to the start of the race. John Sumner. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Watch out for shiny lights over there. He keeps turning a flashlight on.
All right, gonna need 3 volunteer marshals. 3 volunteer marshals. Anybody who did not run the last round, come on out. We could use you. 3 volunteers. Looks like we're gonna have 2. Looks like the Christians are taking up the right-hand side. If we can get another volunteer marshal, we need 1 more volunteer marshal over here on the left-hand side. Anybody in the pits that is not going to be in the next race? I mean, technically, no one's in the next race, I believe. So we could use somebody, anybody down here on the left-hand side of the track. If we could get anybody down here. Not Terry. Sorry, Terry. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much. Now we've got our marshals. All right, line them up. Kyle, you're first. He had the TQ run last time. Brian Smith going second. John Steger going third. John Sumner going fourth. Jamie Ross fifth. Yeah, we need to bring him back. Bring him up a little bit more, Kyle. Give us a little bit more room. There you go. There we go. All right. That looks a little messy in the back. You guys in the back could maybe straight. Yeah, there we go. Get a little more space. All right, here we go. We are ready. Drivers, you are going on the tone in less than 5. And they are off. Brummett and Smith going at it right from the start. Steger takes a bump and gets knocked back a little bit, but he is back on it. Meanwhile, Smith breathing all over the back of Brummett, just like last heat. Sumner dropped back because of an early bump. Let's see if he can catch up with the old reliable TC3. And Brummett's car again looks like a total handful, but a fast handful. And I think Smith's definitely got a little bit more speed in him than he did last round, because he is all over Brummett right there. Meanwhile, while they are battling, Steger is definitely catching up. Steger now about to put some heat on Smith, the snowman. Oh man, rakes across the back right there, just missed by millimeters. Sumner, thank you for moving out of the way, letting the leader go. Second, third, oh, there we go. Steger made the move inside Smith. Now Steger up to second, and he's going to go chasing after Brummett. He's got to get through some traffic first. That's Jamie and Sumner. Oh, no, your leader goes upside down. That puts John right up to the front. John Steger gets that lead when the leader goes over on his side, so now it's Steger. Oh, no, and we got a broken car right there, and I think that's Brian Smith. Well, whoever is running Steger's car is driving it. Oh, it's Ryan Kiger. I was impressed, but not anymore. Actually, now I'm more impressed. Let me rephrase that. My good buddy Ryan, I don't think I've raced longer with anyone on this track than I have Ryan Kiger way back in the days when we raced at Ray Street Raceway in Newcastle with oval cars and the high banks on the paperclip track that was there.
Left.
I was in my early 20s, and Ryan was a teenager. We both have a lot more gray hair now. Yeah. So it's Ryan Kiger out in front. He's got 7.5 seconds over Kyle Brummett. Kyle 10 seconds up on Sumner. Then it's Jamie Ross, and Brian Smith unfortunately dropped out when his car broke. So Steger hired the driving out. Oh, Brummett looking to get inside. Sumner started to go a little bit tipsy, couldn't make it, and bumped into Sumner right there. Nice work, Jamie, letting them go by.
1 minute left.
3 down, 1 to go. There is nobody chasing after Ryan Kiger right now. He has just about got a lap on the field. The only one he hasn't lapped is Kyle Brummett, who's right
left.
directly in front of him on the track. So he could reset TQ right here. He's got it right now by about 3 seconds. Let's see if he can make it happen.
30 seconds left.
Right now, Ryan on a 21.400. Current TQ is a 21.404, so he's 4
left.
seconds up. He might get another lap out of this. Bump it up just a little bit more. He is so close. Man, he is all over the back end of Brummett now. Kyle, I know from experience, does not like getting lapped, even in a heat race.
Kyle Brummett done. John Smith done.
That got him, caught him.
John Sumner done.
That caught him. Everybody. Jamie needs to keep going. Keep going, Jamie. You've got to finish this one out. There we go.
Jamie Ross done.
So, substitute driver, super sub, Ryan Kiger gets a 21.400 and resets TQ. Kyle Brummett with a 24.00. John Sumner a 19.402. Jamie Ross 18.413. Brian Smith unfortunately dropped out early. Time is 9:10. We will start again at 9:25.
Hey, Foam GT12 drivers, do you want me to just throw all 8 of you in one, or do a 4-4 bump 2 for a 6-man A-main? Four bump? No all 8? I mean, for the Foam GT12 drivers, you're all within 2 laps of each other, if that helps. All 8? Yeah? Okay. Faux show. All 8. Yeah.
Steve Christian. $13.8. $14.6. 13-1. 17-5. 15-9. 13 flat. 14-9. 14-2. 14-6. 13-4. 13-1. 13-9. 3-4. 9-4. 12-8. 14-3. 14-1. 16-2. 15-5. 15-9. 11-4. 15-9. 25.2. 4-1. 11-5. Thirteen 7. 14-2. 4-1. 39.4. 13-7. 3 flat. 12-3. 14-1. 3 flat. 10-4. 15-4.
10:30. Let's go ahead and get into your main events. Coming at you guys live at first is the VTA A main. Ryan, Steger, Kyle, Jeremy, and Jamie. Marshals, let me have IRCB drivers Brian Smith, Sumner, and 2 volunteers. Brian Smith, Sumner, and 2 volunteers.
Ryan Kiger. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Jamie Ross. Kyle Brummett. Jeremy McCone.
Looking for Brian, Sumner, and 1 volunteer. We'll be all set and
John
ready to
Steger.
roll on the marshals. Give John a few laps to get those tires warm. Sweet. Your guys' lineup will be Ryan in the 1 spot, Steger in the 2, Kyle 3, Jeremy 4, and Jamie 5. Once again, that goes Ryan in the 1, Steger 2, Kyle 3, Jeremy 4, Jamie 5. Steve, would you like to line us up? Thank you, good side. I did it one time and I did it wrong. I'm bad at it. The degree, it matters. Alrighty, drivers, 8 minutes. You guys are lined up, ready to rock on the tone in less than 5. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Bear rolling off in the center. Watch out. Watch that line. If you will wait. Yep, you're good. One minute down with 7 to go. It is Ryan coming off with our early lead. Kyle, 9/10 of a second off of his time. Jeremy, 1.2 seconds behind. Stager, 1 second behind Jeremy. And Jamie, 7 behind John. All drivers rocking up in a little train coming up in the center. All 5 drivers midway coming up the right. Kyle now the leader, Ryan in the 2 spot. Kyle that light blue, Ryan in the 2 spot in the dark blue. Or that Kyle could possibly be riding Corsa Gray as well. Just thought about that. It is Corsa Gray? Yeah, dang it, not light blue. Yeah, I was like, man, that looks a little too gray to be blue. 2 minutes now, drivers. A little turnaround there on the backstretch, but it is all corrected. Kyle, our leader. Ryan on the bumper. John in the 3 spot. Jeremy 4. Jamie 5. Trouble coming up on the bottom right-hand side. Jamie, a little pit stop, it looks like. A little adjusting. Watch out on that right-hand side on the bottom. Looks like we got Jamie coming back. Ha ha. .440 remains now, drivers. 440. We still have a race for first going on. Separated by 1 second. It is Kyle, your leader, with that 10.3 second fast lap. Ryan in the 2 spot at 10.3. Stager in the 3, a 10.6. Jeremy a 10.7 in the 4. And Jamie in 11.9 in the 5.
Four minutes left.
There's my co-host. We need to change those settings so that she talks more. She leaves me on my own in the mains. Barrel rolling on the right-hand side, turned around on the right. Do watch out.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes remain. Other than that one deal right there, the last 60 seconds was very smooth for all of you. A lot of separation. Even got some new fast laps. Kyle rocking around a 10.3. Ryan at 10.3. Stager at 10.676. Jeremy at 10.635. And then Jamie at an 11.882. Bear rolling off in the center. Dead in the center. Split it in the center. Watch out there in the middle. And off the left-hand side going into the middle. Clear for the cars. You still got one Marshall on the left-hand side. Wide, wide, wide at the strike. Go wide. My bad. Uh-oh. It looks like one's straight and then one's turned.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remain now, drivers. 2 to go. Oh, no, they're both turned. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm sorry. He's like literally running part numbers right now. We've got Jamie making his way back. Final 60 seconds now, drivers. Final 60. Kyle, our leader. Ryan trailing by 2.5 seconds there. Both of them on the lead lap. Stager in the 3 spot. Jeremy 4. Jamie 5. Oh no, the wheel! Caution out there in the middle.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds now, drivers. 30.
Fifteen seconds left.
Keep on going till you hear your name.
John Stager done.
I've got Jeremy. I've got Stager. Here comes Kyle.
Brummett done.
And Ryan.
Ryan Kiger done.
Kyle for the win, 8:45 in the 8:09. Ryan, 8:45 in the 8:11. 1.7 off. Stager, 8:43 in the 8:0. Jeremy, 8:41 in the 8:01. Jamie, 8:26 in the 6:55. Did you say it's almost too long? That's not fair. It's a really good time. 12 scale stock GTP coming at you guys live now. Looking for David, Steve, and Vanderveen. David, Roebling, and Vanderveen. Marshals, and we have Kyle, Ryan, Stager, and Jeremy. Kyle, Ryan, Stager, and Jeremy. We'll be all set.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Roebling, David L. Brian van der Veen,
Alrighty, your guys' lineup will be David in the 1 spot, Steve in the 2, Vanderveen in the 3. Yeah, we'll do it on the front stretch. Alrighty, guys, you are lined up and ready to rock. On the tone, in less than 5. Low on the back, watch out. Good line, good line. All clear in the back. One minute down with 7 to go. It is David coming off with that early caution off on the right-hand side. Watch out on the right-hand side. David coming off with that early lead. Brian in the 2s. Roebling 3. David rocking that 8.8 second fast lap. Vanderveen in 9.1. Steven 8.8 as well. Steven running into trouble here on the front stretch. Watch out on the front. Little pit stop for him. We got 6:30, still plenty of time. Something cut on it. 2 minutes in with 6 to go now. Oh, a little trouble there on the front for David. He does clear it up, though. He is all good. David, our leader, rocking around that 8.846 second fast lap. Vanderveen in the 2 spot, about 5 seconds off, a 9.183. Coming up on our 5-minute mark now, drivers. 5 minutes remain. David, a 8.846 coming around on that. Yeah, he could definitely push it for an 8.7, but he's running pretty comfortably at the moment. Vanderveen rocking now. He's giving us a 9.131. He is speeding up a little bit, showing off a little bit of what he can give us. Halfway there now, drivers.
4
Halfway
minutes
there.
left.
David, our leader. Brian rocking in the 2. David still running that comfortable 8.846 second fast lap. Brian hitting us with a 9.131. Caution off in the center, Good tuck, good tuck. Whoo, Kyle is quick with it. He said, I got fast feet. Three minutes remaining now, drivers. 3 minutes. David giving us a 52 lap pace here. Brian on a 50. A lot of separation for you guys. Definitely more opportunity for you to get those fast laps. A newer fast lap. Guys got some very fast laps at this point in time.
Two minutes left.
Looks like David is trying to creep on a 53 lap pace here. Keeps kind of wandering toward it on the pace. Brian hanging on that 50 in the 804 now.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds now, guys. Watch out there in the center, Clear.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
Keep on rocking, drivers, all the way around. believe this is the final lap for both. Keep on pushing.
David
I've
L.
got
done.
David and
Ryan Vanderveen
Brian.
done.
David does get that win, a 52 in the 803. Vanderveen a 49 in the 805. Coming at us live now, we are looking for the Foam GT12. Huey, David, Steger, Roebling, Steve, Jeremy, Jason, and Sumner. 8-man Foam GT12. Marshals, let me have Vanderveen and 3 volunteers. Vanderveen and 3 volunteers.
Steve Christian. One minute to the start of the race. Steve Roebling. "45 seconds to the start of the race. John Sumner. Greg Huey. 30 seconds to the start of the race. John Steger. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Jeremy McComb.
I was kind of hopeful you'd want to marshal the 8 car. Oh, no. You want me
David L.
to announce this. You know you did.
Jason Ewers.
All right, we need anybody in the pits right now out here to marshal because we got 8 cars on the field. So if you were in the pits right now, we need you out here to volunteer marshal for us. We'd greatly appreciate it. Keeps the night running smoother and faster. We need 3 marshals. I see we got Mr. Smith. Thank you. We got Jamie as well. Thank you very much. We just need one more over here on the driver's left. If we can get somebody in front of the bathroom right there. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it. All right. Everybody is checked in. Let's shut down. No more practice laps. Warm-up should be done. Let's line them up. It is going to be Greg Huey on the pole. Greg Huey coming back and taking TQ. David Lee starting second. John Steger, my hero, running third, starting third. Steve Roebling will take off from fourth. Steve Christian fifth. Jeremy McCone sixth. Jason Ewers seventh. John Sumner eighth. That is Huey, Lee, Steger, Roebling, Christian, McCone, Hewers, and Sumner. Single file might be a good idea on this. Yep. I'm going to pull that green car back a little bit. and then the chrome car. All right. Whew. It's tight, but it's going to be fun. All right, guys. Remember, you can't win in the first corner. You can make somebody else lose, though. So, this is it, drivers. Big race starting in less than 5. Here we go. Huey off to a fast start. Lee right behind him. Good first lap so far, man. 8 cars looking like pros out there. Oh, man. Roebling catches a corner and drops him back to 4th, 5th right now. So it's Huey, Lee, Steger, Christian, Roebling, Sumner, Hugh, McCone, and then I think, yeah, looks like Jason has dropped out. Oh, looks like he lost a wheel. That might be a broken rear axle. I can't tell for sure, but they're holding the wheel in their hands. Greg Huey now 0.8 seconds over David Lee. They've got almost identical fast laps, 963 to 967. So these two drivers very experienced driving with each other. Thank you
4
very
minutes
much,
left.
Jeremy. Was that Jeremy? Yep, I think it was. Letting him go. Here comes David. Now making a move, looking to get around the lap car. Here comes Steger, rolling up on third, coming up on that lap car. Gap right now, 0.9 seconds. Huey is slightly stretching it just a little bit at a time. Oh man, little contact with Sumner right there. Gets clear. All right, that's going to let David Lee catch up a little bit. It was 1.2 seconds. Now it's probably half a second. Yep, 0.6 right there. 0.6 separating first and second. You've got Roebling in third right now. He is 3 seconds back. So it's Huey, Lee, Roebling, Steger. Oh man.
3
Unfortunately,
minutes
watch
left.
out on the right center straightaway. Right center straightaway. We got a car dead right there. Looks like they maybe had a body tuck. Now it's clear. Thank you, Brian. Coming up on the 2.5 minute mark, halfway through, and that gap between Huey and Lee is still 0.7 of a second. Greg can't seem to get away, and David can't quite get there. Oh, watch out over on the right-hand side. Now clear. Oh, David catches disc right there. That's going to give Greg a little bit of space. Coming up on lapped car right there. I believe that's Jeremy. David's coming up on him. Meanwhile, Greg going to work his way up. Next on his list is Steve Christian for lapping. Gap between second and third, 1.7 seconds. Roebling, fast car. He's got the second fastest car on, or he's got the fastest car on the track. Man, David finds a little trouble. That's going to give a little bit of a gap to Huey. David now closer to Roebling than he is to Huey. Could see a fight shaping up for second place right here. I'm sure Huey's hoping for it. Greg out in front in that bright yellow car making laps. Oh man, I think that was John Steger. It was John Steger, our fourth place car. That gets him right up close to fifth place, Steve Christian. I don't think they're on the, they are on the lead lap, and they're separated by just a quarter second. So right now, closest race on the track is for fourth place between John Steger and Steve Christian, separated just by a quarter second. Meanwhile, Greg Huey, your leader, is right behind him. Oh no, oh boy, that was a close. I was afraid we were going to catch your leader up in a wreck, but Huey manages to miss that one. So Huey, 1.4 up on David Lee. David Lee, 0.8 up on Steve Roebling. Steve Roebling closing fast. He has a little problem in that corner. That's going to allow David to get around a little bit.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds. The real race right here, biggest race on the track, is for second place overall. Huey making a big return back to this track. Glad to have him back, even though I'm not sitting by him. That kind of makes it better to have him back, not sitting by him. He's got 1.8 over David Lee with 20 seconds to go. David 0.5 over Steve. Steve 7 seconds
left.
up on Steger. Boy, Roebling coming right up on David Lee. Oh no, that probably ended his chance at second right there. Oh no, now he's got a body
John
tuck in the left
Steger
rear.
done.
That's oh man,
Huey
that's
done.
gonna let
David
Steger
done.
get by. Man,
Steve Christian done. John
too
Sumner
bad.
done. Jeremy McCone done.
Just waiting for Roebling and Ewers to finish their laps right there.
Steve Roebling done.
Oh no, Steve does get third. All right, so Greg Huey, triumphant return back to NDRC, 30 laps, 5:03. He gets the win over David Lee by 1.7 seconds. David over Steve Roebling by 13.6, but it was a lot closer than that right up until the end. John Steger, fourth. Steve Christian 5th, Jeremy McCone 6th, John Sumner 7th, Jason Ewers 8th. Nice race, guys. That first lap with no contact was impressive. Good run.
I like what you said at the beginning. You said it was going to be tight and fun. And I'm like, yeah. I like that. All right, coming at you live now, F1A main, Vanderveen and Kyle. Vanderveen and Kyle, give me Huey, David, Steve, and John. We'll be all set on the marshals. Or just Huey, David, and Steve. I've heard they can do it with just 3.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Kyle Brummett. Brian Vanderveen.
Alrighty, I've got 1 marshal down here. Let me get 2 on the far side. We should be all set and ready to rock. We're Huey and David on the far side. We should be all set. It'll be Brian in the 1 spot, Kyle in the 2. It was Kyle for the first round, Vanderveen for the second round. Should be a very good fight in round number 3 here. Alright, we've got 3 of them. Oh, we've got Huey out here. Stalkers. Bye, Ryan. Later. We'll see you on Sunday. Alrighty, guys, you're lined up and ready to rock on the tone in less than 5. Lap number 1 down. One minute down with 4 to go. It is Kyle coming off that early lead. Brian on his bumper. He can smell it.
4 minutes left.
If Kyle was rocking that light, Brian would be shining right in it. Oh, that was almost smooth like butter. Ooh, Kyle came back though. Oh, Brian said bumpity bump bump. Kyle's like a freaking shark. He's coming for you. Done. Done. Both drivers on the lead lap here, and if 2 cars racing is not entertaining, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. No! There's a plot twist for you.
3 minutes left.
Still a lot of time though, so I'll give you that. Ooh, Brian said this race is not over. I shall hold up. I want to drive with him. I like it. I like it. Bing bong. We getting some traction off of that turn. Brian, are you spitting out tire dope for him to pick up? You giving him more traction?
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remaining, our drivers. 2 minutes. Brian, our leader now. Kyle rocking it in the 2 spot right on his bumper, looking for a line around. It's like Brian's fishing. He gets Kyle in, and then Kyle backs away a little bit. Then he gets really close, and then he backs away a little bit.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds, our drivers. Final 60. Brian, our leader. At this point, Kyle's touching you. He's not even. Oh! Not what I meant, but that was
45 seconds
great.
left.
You know, I meant like you're really, really close. Not that kind of touch.
Oh, 30 seconds left.
Uh-oh. This could work out. This could work out.
15 seconds left.
15. Final lap. We both got one turn that's evil to us. Be safe, Jason. And you know, the final lap was
Brian
really
Vanderveen
nice.
done.
It was very
Kyle
calm.
Brummett done.
Wow, I didn't even give you guys fast laps that whole time. Vanderveen, a 27 in the 507, a 10-1 second fast lap. Kyle, a 27 in the 507, a 10-2 second fast lap. Coming at you guys live now, IRCB, Stager, Kyle, Brian, Sumner, and Jamie. Stager, Kyle, Brian, Sumner, and Jamie. Let me get Vanderveen and 3 volunteers. Vanderveen and 3 will be all set and ready to rock.
John Stager. 1 minute to the start of the race. Brian Smith. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
I'll announce the race after that, too. Uh-oh. All right. Bombers. Going to give John Sumner a racer's minute. Count you out.
Kyle Brummett.
Ah. It's not the pinion? Guess it depends on the car. Huh? Man. Oh, it's legal. I'm just not running it because Kyle was going
Jamie
to run
Ross.
F1 tonight. F1 gets priority over Bomber for me. 12, because I was running 12 scale too. I'm not going to run 3 classes because I'll do 1 or 2 of them shitty. Yeah, I wasn't always the last one to the track. Yep. All right, if you are a warm body in the pits, we can use you out here to marshal. Anybody left in the pits, we will take you out here to marshal. Marshal, marshal, marshal. If you're in the pits, please pick a corner. John, you're not going to make it? Nope. Okay, John Sumner is out. All right, we need some volunteer marshals. If you're in the pits, please come out here and marshal for our guys. Let's see. I see Jeremy. I see Steve. Let's see. Who else do I see back there? I see Jamie back in the corner. No, I see Greg back in the corner. Let's see. Anybody. We could use one more. Let's see. One more down here on this end. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I won't hesitate to call people out for volunteer marshal. I did that a lot. I still remember all the tracks I raced at where my name got called. So, all right, it is going to be Jamie Ross starting in front. Jamie, put that car out on the front on TQ position. There we go. All right. Brian Smith will be taken off from second. Then it's going to be Kyle Brummett. Then it's going to be John Stager. All right. The always exciting, always fun bombers. Chaos ensues, usually within the first corner or two. All right, drivers, you're ready. Marshall's ready. You are listening for the tone in less than 5. And And they are off. Let's see how Jamie gets through the first 3 corners with him. Uh-oh, catches a little track right there, a little bump right there, and Brian Smith goes right around. Meanwhile, Steger and Brummett battling it out for third back behind him. Now they're all over Jamie. Gets around him clean right there. Steger now up to second. Oh no, Jamie's stuck on the rail right there. All right, Smith right now 1.7 seconds up over Brummett and Steger. Actually, that's reverse order. Steger and Brummett right now battling for position. Steger with that TC3. Brummett, I believe, with a TTO2. I'm sure Smith is probably driving a TTO2 around there.
Left.
Good variety of different cars right out here. I'm going to have to find someone to drive my bomber for me during this race if I'm going to keep having F1 and 12 scale racing, so. Man, oh man, Brummett all over the back of Steger looking to get around him, but just can't find a way. John too smooth. Steger, Brummett nearly drifting that car in places around the track. The right-hander here off the sweeper, man, that back end is scooting around. It's kind of fun to watch. He's power sliding it through there. It works real well up here in the top left, but as soon as he gets into the infield, it's kind of a hindrance right there, and that lets Steger pull back out on him. Steger, meantime, pulling up on Smith now. Smith's lead is just 1.2 seconds, and there's 2 minutes left to go. So Steger defending second and catching Smith at the same time. Steger with a fast lap, 0.3 faster than Smith. So he is closing in, and he's bringing Brummett with him, bringing the party. Oh, no, that might be it. That might be the position change that Brummett needs. Woo, Steger left the door open a little bit, and Brummett took it and a little more just to be safe. That's all fair, though. You leave the door open. Right now, Smith, 0.9 seconds over Brummett. Brummett is coming for him. Brummett just ran his fastest lap of the race, apparently being held up by Steger all that time. So he's ran a 10.99, and that's on lap 15. He does it again, 10.91.4. Brummett now has the fastest laps, and he's coming in the last minute, laying him down now. Oh, man, Smith cuts the track early. That lets Brummett around him. He waits. Oh, no, Brummett wrecks it. There we go. Now we got a 3-man race for the lead.
5 seconds left.
Oh, man, and it's now anyone's game. Oh, there goes Steger around the inside of Brummett. Oh, man, Brummett and Smith now close for second. 30 seconds left. It could be anybody's race.
30 seconds left.
Steger looking smooth and cool. Brummett's fast. He'll come right back up on him and see if he can catch him, get around him. Oh, man, there was a change of position. That's just like earlier. Oh, no, here it comes back again. Oh, man, they have swapped the lead twice in that lap. Let's hope for one more. They've got 13 seconds left. Oh, man, a little bump and run, going for it. Kyle recovers. Here comes Smith now looking at the inside. Oh, man. He's up on 2 wheels. Smith couldn't quite hold it. That lets Steger gets by. This is it. Last few corners. Brummett's going to make it happen. It's Brummett, Steger, and Smith. What a fight for the lead. Great job, guys. Yeah, that's a definite fist bump right over there. Kyle Brummett with a 21.405. John Steger, 21.406. Brian Smith, 21.406.9. Woo, that was fun to watch. Nice job. All right, thanks for coming out tonight, guys. And thanks for providing an entertaining main right there at the end. It's always fun announcing those. If you got a bill, go up here and pay a bill. We'll see you guys next week.